So this week I will be at Lakeshore Pentecostal Camp going through a commissioning service for being the urban missionary here in downtown Toronto. And I found myself just reflecting on just my journey of how when I was in school, this was not what I thought I would do. And then here I am 10 years later, doing a lot of ministry on the streets and doing ministry in the city that I love and being missional and trying to be Jesus in obscure places. And I can't help but just be grateful. I'm especially grateful that I get to spend time with some incredible believers and being invited to speak at some churches to talk about what ministry looks like here and dreaming alongside of them about how they can be a blessing to their community. I also reflect on the fact that I tell the story of how I even got started, of how when I graduated I was working in a lumber yard and end up taking a job at a men's shelter. And I tell the story of God speaking to me and telling me, Ejay, this is the smell of people I love. It was interesting because one of the churches I've been at was at Gravenhurst, and Pastor Mark and Hurston are there, and they were there when I said that. So we had this funny moment just laughing, just joking about how they can verify that story. But in those times, I never dreamed that it would lead to this and lead to seeing so many people do better, and it's not all daisy and roses. I've had some tough days with some kids, and I've lost a few, and some have passed. But I'm just grateful because really, all this is about is God being faithful and God fulfilling my old prayer. Sometimes we say dangerous things at church, and I used to say them. I still say them, I guess. When I say, just say, God, just use me. I'll do what you want me to do. And I had no idea what I was saying. I had no idea where that was going to lead. And I had no idea that would lead me to being here and just being a blessing to people who are, in obscure places, having incredible dialogues of faith with people who would not step into a church. And just even this last weekend, I just spent some time with people, ended up chatting till late at night about life, faith, the scriptures and all that stuff. And all in all, to be honest with you, I still pinch myself sometimes because this is not what I thought I was going to do. And I think the best part of all of this is I get to go to the same city that I love and walk with this anticipation that, God can do something through me today. I remember sharing this with someone who's, I'd been in ministry a long time, and she said, Ejay, I get that. That's my life. And really, all of us should be like that. I said, yeah, what an incredible thought. Really, this is all about us saying dangerous things to God, like, God, I'll do anything. I'll do what you ask me to do. And then us living with this anticipation, and, that prayer is going to be fulfilled. That just makes me think that, this whole journey of faith is just ongoing, continuing, growing, and all that stuff. And C.S. Lewis even says it in the Narnia series, right? Higher, higher, higher and higher, deeper and deeper, just constant growth. And I'm grateful for the journey, and that's where I'm at. And these are my reflections for episode 10, Urban Missions, Downtown Toronto.